My name is Swami Khecaranatha, and I am the spiritual leader of an organization called Sacred Space Yoga Sanctuary here in Berkeley, California. What we focus on here is the practice of Kundalini meditation, which is the internalization of our awareness into tuning into our own divinity. As an ancient practice, can be dated back about 4,000 years. The particular type of practice and lineage that I'm part of is what's called a Tantric practice. And really the fundamental philosophical exposition behind Tantric practices is that all of life is one thing, that there is no duality. And Tantric practices, therefore, are not focusing on the rejection of anything, but the acceptance of everything. The misunderstanding that most people have is what's being renounced. It's not about renouncing the world. From a Tantric point of view, if all of life is one thing, then how can you renounce or reject part of it? In true Tantric traditions, becoming a Swami means to renounce our small self in service of a higher self. And you can only really become a Swami because somebody else who has been initiated or ordained as a Swami recognizes that power, that capacity within you. Well, Kundalini Yoga is primarily focusing on the breath and body, the movement of the body. In its highest sense, asanas or Hatha Yoga is about tuning into our inner source. But there's a limitation trying to do that through our body, right, and just through our breath. And so you might say that meditation is the continuation of that, right? And all true meditation practices have some component of Hatha Yoga as part of them. So people come for this open-eyes meditation, and there's a direct contact between myself and those students, and that transmission of energy, which Shaktipat means transmission of energy, and it really translates into the scent of grace, right? And so the class is made up of that meditation, and then I do a question and answer period after each one. This center exists to make available the teachings that my teacher, whose name is Swami Khecaranatha, gave to me and initiated me in, and my service to him is to extend that to others. And so the single purpose of coming to Berkeley was to make that more available to people. It's named Sacred Space, really in honor of my teacher's teacher, Swami Nityananda, who was a saint who lived in the early part of the 1900s. His kind of teaching was about the heart space, that internal space where we meet God. And really, for me, the vows were an affirmation of the last 30 years of my life. I had, from age barely turning 20 when I met my teacher, committed my life to growing spiritually and to teaching. I was fortunate enough to have met my teacher, Swami Khecaranatha, and been initiated by him, and that's been the commitment of my life.